Welcome to the channel. In this video, we will dive into The Departed 2006. We will discuss the movie storyline and explore the cast and character and take a closer look at the film's overall production. We will also examine its reviews, audience reaction, and box office performance. So let's get started. It is a film worth discussing because it represents a particularly confident combination of crime, drama, psychological thriller, and character driven filmmaking. Directed by Martin Scorsese, the movie reflects a style that is deeply interested in moral uncertainty, tension, loyalty, identity, and the consequence of living within a world where trust is difficult to establish. Rather than depending entirely on conventional action, its filmmaking emphasizes atmosphere, dialogue, performance, and psychological pressure. From a genre perspective, it occupies an interesting space between a traditional gangster film and a modern police thriller. It carries many familiar elements of the crime genre, including corruption, organized crime, law enforcement secrecy, and moral ambiguity. However, its moral approach is more psychologically focused than a straightforward crime action movie. The tension comes from uncertainty and conflicting loyalties, creating an atmosphere in which audiences are encouraged to pay attention to some details and subtitle changes in behavior. Martin Scorsese's direction is one of the major reasons the film deserves serious discussion. Scorsese has a long history of exploring crime, violence, ambition, morality, and complicated human behavior, and his filmmaking approach gives The Departed a mature cinematic identity. His direction balances entertainment with thematic complexity, allowing the movie to function as both a gripping thriller and a study of moral instability. The production style is another important strength. The film combines polished Hollywood production with an gritty crime drama aesthetics. Its cinematography frequently created tension and grounded atmosphere while editing maintained momentum without making the film feel exclusively dependent on spectacle. The visual presentation support the serious tone and reinforce the feeling of uncertainty that runs throughout the movie. The screenplay also contributes significantly to the film's identity. The writing is dense, sharp, and morally complicated. Dialogue is used not simply to communicate information but also to establish personality, tension, authority, and suspicion. This makes the movie particularly rewarding for viewers who appreciate crime films where conservation can be as important as physical action. Another reason the film remains worth discussing is its ensemble-oriented filmmaking. Without focusing on individual character here, the movie demonstrates how several strong performances can work together to create a unified dramatic atmosphere. The acting style is intense but generally grounded, helping the film maintain credibility despite its heightened circumstances. The overall tone is serious, mature, and often unsettling. The movie does not present morality in simple black and white terms. Instead, it creates a world where ethical boundaries can become blurred and where personal discussion have serious consequences. This complexity gives the film greater thematic weight than a conventional crime thriller. It is also notable for its production discipline. Despite its substantial scale, the film maintains a strong sense of realism through authentic collection, detailed production design, naturalistic performance, and carefully controlled cinematography. These elements help prevent the movie from feeling like an overly stylized fantasy version of crime. Overall, it is worth discussing because it brings together Martin Scorsese's distinctive directorial approach, the psychological tension of a crime thriller, the moral complexity of gangster drama, and the technical strength of high-quality studio filmmaking. It is a film that rewards viewers not only with suspense and entertainment but also with caution about morality, identity, loyalty, and human behavior. Its combination of genre convention, sophisticated filmmaking make it an important example of modern crime cinema. The production budget of the film was relatively moderate when compared with the budget of large-scale Hollywood blockbuster released during the same period. The film is generally reported to have had a production budget of approximately $90 million. This level of investment was substantial for a crime thriller, but it remained considerably lower than the budget typically associated with effect-heavy action films and major franchise production. A significant portion of the budget was allocated to cast and crew expenses. The film brought together several highly established performers, which naturally present a major production cost. In addition to salaries, the project required experienced directors, cinematographers, editor, production designer, costume department, stunt professionals, sound teams, and other technical specialists. Martin Scorsese's involvement also placed the production with a high-profile filmmaking environment required a skilled, creative, and technical workforce. Another important area of resource allocation was location production. Unlike heavily computer-generated blockbusters, the films depend largely on real environment and practical filmmaking. Much of the production was filmed around Boston and other Massachusetts locations, allowing the filmmaker to create a convincing urban atmosphere without relying exclusively on digital environment. Location shooting involved expenses related to permits, transportation, security, accommodation, equipment movement, and coordination with the local authorities, but it can also provide greater visual authenticity. The film's production design and practical elements were also important, although they did not require the numerous visual effect budget associated with contemporary or superhero or science fiction movies. Sets, costume, vehicle, props, weapons, lighting, equipment, and practical effects were used to establish a realistic crime drama environment. This approach allows a greater portion of the budget to be directed toward performance, cinematography, location, and post-production rather than computer-generated imagery. Post-production represented another significant expense. Editing was particularly important because the film relies on a complex narrative structure and sustained dramatic tension. Sound editing, music, color correction, visual finishing, and other technical processes were also required to create the final theatrical presentation. The production's emphasis on editing and atmosphere meant that post-production remained an important component even without extensive visual effect work. In comparison with similar film, a $90 million budget placed The Departed toward the higher end for a serious crime drama, but well below the cost of a major Hollywood event movies. Crime films often operate within budget considerably below $100 million because they can rely on real locations, practical production method, and dialogue-driven storytelling. By contrast, contemporary franchise frequently requires several hundred millions dollars because of visual effect, large-scale set, extensive action sequences, and international production requirements. For example, many 2000 action blockbusters were produced with budgets exceeding $100 million, while more grounded crime dramas often remained substantially below that level. The Departed therefore occupied an intermediate financial position, expensive enough to support a major ensemble cast and high-profile director, but not so expensive that it required blockbuster-level visual spectacle. The budget also reflects the film's production style, because the movie emphasized realism, performance, atmosphere, practical location. Its financial resources could be concentrated on elements that directly support these priorities. The absence of extensive computer-generated environments help control costs compared with effects-driven production. Overall, the estimated $90 million production was appropriate for the scale and the ambition of The Departed. The resources were primarily directed toward its established cast, experienced crew, location filming, production design, cinematography, post-production. Compared with large franchise and effects-heavy film of the same period, the budget was relatively controlled. From an industry perspective, it represents a substantial but carefully structured investment in a mature crime thriller rather than a conventional blockbuster production. It is primarily a crime thriller and crime drama with strong elements of psychological tension, organized crime, police drama, and dark character study. Its genre identity comes from the way it combines suspense with a serious examination of morality, loyalty, deception, and corruption. Rather than depending entirely on conventional action, the film creates tension through atmosphere, dialogue, uncertainty, and the psychological pressure surrounding its world. The overall mood is dark, tense, gritty, and unpredictable. From its visual presentation to its sound design, the film consistently creates an atmosphere of uneasiness. There is a persistent sense that trust is fragile and that circumstances can change quickly. This gives the movie a serious energy without requiring constant action. The emotional atmosphere remains mature and serious, making it more suitable for viewers who appreciate intense crime drama than for audience looking for light entertainment. The pacing is another major strength. The film is relatively long, but its editing and narrative structure maintain momentum instead of rushing continuously from one major moment to another. The pacing allows tension to develop gradually. Conservation, pauses, changing relationship, and carefully constructed dramatic moment all contribute to the feeling of suspense. This slower build-up make the more intense sections feel more significant. Martin Scorsese's stylistic choices are important to the film's atmosphere. His direction combines realism with controlled visual energy. The cinematography frequently uses urban environment, naturalistic lighting, and carefully composed shoot to create a grounded sense of place. The result is a crime world that feels recognizable rather than exclusively stylized. The film also uses editing as an important source of tension. Quick transition can increase urgency while longer sequences allow psychological pressure to develop. The editing rarely feels decorative, instead it supports the rhythm of the crime thriller genre. This helps maintain attention throughout the film's substantial runtime. The sound design and music contribute strongly to the mood. The soundtrack does not simply accompany the visual, it helps establish emotional intensity and reinforce the film's creative personality. Sound effect, dialogue, background noise, and music combine to create an immersive urban environment. These details make the atmosphere feel more immediate and realistic. Another defining characteristic is the film's dark humor. Although the overall tone is serious, occasional humor prevents the movie from becoming emotionally monotonous. The humor often has a sharper, comfortable quality which fits the film's mature style rather than breaking completely away from its darker atmosphere. The movie also maintains a strong sense of moral ambiguity. Its genre is not presented as a simple battle between clearly defined good and evil. Instead, the atmosphere reflects uncertainty and ethical complexity. This makes the emotional experience more psychologically demanding and encourages viewer to remain attentive to motivation, decision, and changing circumstances. From a stylistic perspective, the film successfully combined the traditional atmosphere of a gangster film with the urgency of modern thriller. Its gritty locations, realistic production design, sharp editing, mature dialogue, and atmospheric music create a cohesive cinematic identity. Overall, The Departed has a dark and sophisticated mood supported by strong pacing and disciplined filmmaking. Its crime thriller foundation provides suspense while its psychological and dramatic elements add emotional weight. The film is especially effective for viewers who enjoy mature crime cinema, tense atmosphere, morally complex theme, and carefully constructed suspense. Its serious tone and demanding runtime may not appeal to everyone, but for audience interested in intelligent atmospheric crime filmmaking, its combination of genre element and Scorsese's distinctive style make it particularly compelling. Before watching The Departed 2006, audience can reasonably expect a serious and mature crime thriller rather than a light or conventional action movie. The film is directed by Martin Scorsese, whose reputation for sophisticated crime filmmaking naturally create high expectation for atmosphere, performance, dialogue, and psychological tension. Viewers familiar with his work may anticipate a film that takes its criminal environment seriously while also exploring complicated questions about morality and human behavior. The primary viewer demographic is likely to be the older teenager and adults, particularly audience who enjoy mature crime dramas and psychological thriller. Because of its violent content, strong language, and intense theme, it is more appropriate for mature viewer. Adults who appreciate detailed storytelling may be especially receptive to its lengthy runtime and layered approach to suspense. Viewers who prefer shorter, faster paced entertainment may need more patience. Genre fans should enter with expectation of a film that combines crime drama, thriller element, and psychological tension. Someone expecting non-stop action may find the movie more dialogue driven and methodical than anticipated. Much of its appeal comes from conservation, atmosphere, uncertainty, and character psychology. For fans of sophisticated crime cinema, this can be a major advantage because the movie treats suspense as something that can develop gradually rather than relying exclusively on action sequences. Audience can also anticipate strong performance with an estimated ensemble and Martin Scorsese's direction. Viewers may reasonably expect intense, mature acting rather than exaggerated performance. The cast contribute to the film's serious atmosphere, and audience who value character-driven crime drama are likely to consider the performance one of its strongest qualities. In terms of anticipated theme, viewers can expect the movie to engage with ideas such as loyalty, deception, identity, corruption, morality, trust, and conflict between personal values and professional responsibility. These themes give the films greater psychological weight than a straightforward gangster thriller. However, viewers should not necessarily expect simple moral answer. The movie operates within a morally complicated environment where distinction between right and wrong can become difficult to interrupt. The film also creates expectation through its production style, its realistic location, gritty visual presentation, sharp editing, atmospheric music, and mature tone suggest a grounded approach to crime filmmaking. Audience who enjoy polished but realistic looking Hollywood dramas are likely to appreciate this style. Another reasonable expectation is the emotional intensity. That Departed is not designed primarily as a feel-good experience. Its mood is serious, tense, and often unsettling. Viewers should be prepared for an emotionally demanding atmosphere rather than a consistently comfortable viewing experience. Overall, I would recommend approaching The Departed with expectation of mature, intelligent, and suspenseful crime drama rather than a simple action movie. Crime film enthusiasts, Martin Scorsese fans, and viewers who appreciate strong ensemble performance are likely to be the most receptive. Those who prefer light entertainment, straightforward morality, or constant action may find its complexity and darker tone less appealing. For the right audience, however, the films offer the kind of layered crime storytelling that reward attention and patience without depending slowly on spectacle. It is primarily made for mature audience, particularly viewers who enjoy serious crime drama, psychological thriller, and sophisticated character-driven filmmaking. The film's tone, language, violence, and mature subject make it more appropriate for older teenagers and adults than for younger viewers. Audience around 19 and above are likely to be the most suitable demographic, especially those comfortable with the intense and morally complicated cinema. The movie is particularly well suited to viewers who have an interest in crime, organized crime, police drama, psychological tension, and morally complex stories. It does not rely exclusively on action or visual spectacle. Instead, its appeal comes from atmosphere, dialogue, performance, suspense, and the gradual development of tension. Viewers who enjoy paying attention to detail and analyzing relationship, motivation, and ethical decision may find the filmmaking especially rewarding. Fans of Martin Scorsese are another obvious target audience. His filmmaking style is associated with crime stories, realistic environments, strong character work, distinctive editing, and complex examination of morality. Viewers who appreciate his approach are likely to recognize many qualities that make the movie appealing as a mature crime thriller. The film is also designed for people who prefer serious and grounded cinema. Its production style emphasizes realistic locations, practical environment, detailed performance, and authentic atmosphere rather than relying heavily on fantasy or computer-generated spectacle. This makes it suitable for viewers who prefer crime film that feel connected to real world environment. Genre preferences is an important factor. Crime thriller fans are likely to be the strongest audience because the movie combines suspense with psychological and dramatic elements. People who enjoy films such as Goodfellas, Heat, The Godfather, or the other mature crime drama may appreciate his overall style. However, viewers looking especially for non-stop action may find the experience more dialogue focused and psychologically driven than expected. The movie can also appeal to audience interested in character development and moral ambiguity. It presents themes involve loyalty, identity, corruption, trust, responsibility, and ethical uncertainty. These themes make it particularly appropriate for viewers who enjoy movies that encourage discussion after watching rather than providing simple answers. In terms of emotional preferences, the ideal viewer should be comfortable with a dark, tense, and sometimes unsettling atmosphere. The movie is not designed as light entertainment. Its serious mood and mature theme require a certain level of emotional patience and concentration. However, it may not be suitable for viewers who prefer family-friendly movies, light comedies, romantic entertainment, or straightforward action films. Younger audience may also find its mature content inappropriate. Overall, the target audience for the film is adult and mature, older teenagers who enjoy crime drama, psychological thrillers, realistic filmmaking, strong performance, and morally complex theme. It is best suited for viewers who value atmosphere, dialogue, tension, and character psychology over simple spectacle. For audience with these interests, the film offers a sophisticated and demanding example of modern crime cinema. The emotional experience of the film is built around tension, uncertainty, suspicion, moral anxiety, and psychological pressure rather than offering a comfortable or consistently uplifting viewing experience. The film creates a dark emotional atmosphere that keeps the audience mentally engaged. Its intended impact comes from making viewers question trust, morality, loyalty, and personal identity while maintaining a strong sense of suspense. The overall mood is serious, gritty, and unsettling. The film creates an atmosphere in which security never feels completely granted. This emotional uncertainty is one of its defining qualities. Viewers are encouraged to remain alert because the tone consistently suggests that circumstances can change. Even quieter movement can carry psychological pressure, allowing tension to exist without requiring continuous action. One of the strongest emotional themes is trust. The film explores how difficult genuine trust can become in an environment shaped by secrecy and conflicting interests. This can create an uncomfortable experience for viewers because relationship and loyalties are not presented as simple or completely secure. The emotional effect comes from uncertainty rather than straightforward sentimentality. Identity is another important theme. The movie encourages audience to consider how people behave when their public identity and private motivation do not necessarily appear identical. This creates psychological tension and can make viewers think about authenticity, self-preservation, and the pressure of maintaining an identity under difficult circumstances. The theme of morality also contributes strongly to the emotional experience. The Departed does not present morality in a simplistic way. Instead, it creates a complicated environment where ethical boundaries can become unclear. This makes the film a mature emotional quality because viewer may find themselves considering whether discussions are motivated by principle, survival, loyalty, ambition, or fear. The film's treatment of loyalty and betrayal can also create emotional discomfort. Loyalty is presented as something valuable but fragile. The possibility of betrayal creates a constant psychological threat, making the viewing experience more intense. Rather than relying only on physical danger, the film creates emotional suspense through uncertainty about relationship and motivation. The intended impact is also supported by Martin Scorsese's filmmaking style. His direction combined creative visuals, sharp editing, atmospheric music, and realistic environment in intense performance. These elements work together to make the emotional atmosphere feel immediate and grounded. The result is a film that can leave viewer feeling tense and thoughtful rather than simply entertained. Despite its darkness, the movie also contains moments of dark humor. These moments provide brief emotional relief and prevent the tone from becoming completely oppressive. However, the humor generally remains connected to the film's mature atmosphere rather than transforming it into a comedy. Overall, it promises an emotionally demanding experience built around suspense, distrust, moral uncertainty, identity, loyalty, and psychological pressure. It is likely to appeal most to the viewer who enjoy films that create tension through atmosphere and complex theme rather than relying exclusively on spectacle. The emotional strength of the movie comes from its ability to make the viewer feel uncertain, involved, and psychologically alert. Its intended impact is not simply to provide excitement but to leave the audience thinking about the difficult boundaries between morality, loyalty, ambition, and survival. For viewers comfortable with dark and mature cinema, this emotional intensity is one of the film's greatest strengths. The core idea of the film revolves around identity, loyalty, deception, morality, and the psychological consequence of living between opposing worlds. At its foundation, the film examines what happens when personal identity becomes difficult to separate from the roles people are expected to perform rather than treating a crime and law enforcement as a simple opposites. The movie explores the complicated space between them. One of the most important themes is identity. The films suggest that identity is not always fixed or straightforward. People can present one version of themselves publicly while experiencing something very different internally. This creates a central psychological question: how long can someone maintain a constructed identity before it being to affect their sense of self? The concept gives the movie psychological depth because identity becomes connected to fear, passion, ambition, and survival. The theme of deception is closely connected to this idea. The film explored deception not merely as a practical tool but as something that can gradually influence relationship and personal morality. When people constantly hide information and emotional stability becomes difficult to maintain. This creates an atmosphere where truth becomes valuable but dangerous at the same time. Another central idea is loyalty. The movie examines what loyalty really means when individuals face competing responsibilities. Loyalty can be directed toward institution, personal relationship, principle, or individual interest. The film encourages viewers to question whether loyalty is based on genuine moral commitment or simply on fear, obligation, and self-preservation. The concept of morality is equally important. The party does not present a simple division between good and evil. Instead, it explores moral ambiguity and possibility that people can make questionable choices while still believing that they are acting for understandable reason. This complexity gives the movie a more mature perspective on human behavior. The film also examines the psychological effect of pressure and secrecy. Maintaining appearance requires constant emotional control, and prolonged uncertainty can influence judgment and personality. The movie therefore treats deception as psychologically demanding rather than simply clever. Another important message concerns the cost of ambition. The desire for advancement, recognition, security, or power can encourage people to make difficult compromises. The film raises question about how much a person is willing to sacrifice in order to achieve a desired position and whether success remains meaningful when it requires compromising personal values. The story concept also reflects a broader idea about institutional corruption. The film suggests that organizations are not only as reliable as the individual operating with them. Trust in institution can weaken when personal interests become more important than professional responsibility. This creates a wider social dimension beyond the individual character. From a thematic perspective, the film is ultimately interested in the fragility of truth. Truth exists, but discovering it can be complicated when people have strong reason to hide it. This creates an atmosphere where perception becomes almost as important as reality. Overall, the core idea of the film is not simply about crime or law enforcement. It is about identity, loyalty, deception, morality, and ambition interact under extreme psychological pressure. The film suggests that maintaining a false identity can affect a person's emotional stability, while divided loyalties can make moral decision increasingly difficult. Its message is deliberately compressed rather than straightforward, encouraging viewer to consider how easily personal values can become compromised when trust and survival are constantly at stake. The central conflict of the film is built around competing identities, divided loyalties, moral certainty, and the constant pressure of maintaining trust in an environment shaped by deception. Rather than being defined only by physical confrontation, the conflict works primarily on a psychological and ethical level. The films create tension by placing individual and institution in situations where personal interest and professional responsibility can come into direct opposition. One of the most important moral dilemma concerns the difference between doing what is right and doing what is necessary. The film repeatedly raises question about whether moral principle can remain intact when people are placed under extreme pressure. The scenes are not presented as completely simple because individuals may have understandable reason for making ethically questionable choices. Identity is another major source of conflict. The tension between a person's public role and private reality creates psychological instability. Maintaining a particularly identity requires discipline, secrecy, and emotional control. Over time, this creates an important question: how much pressure can a person withstand before maintaining an identity being to affect their sense of self? The conflict also depends heavily on loyalty. Loyalty can be directed toward people, institution, friendship, professional responsibility, or personal survival. When these loyalties compete, certainty become difficult. The film uses this tension to explore how individuals decide when their rule elegance lie. When every choice carries potential consequence, trust function as another central challenge in a world where information can be hidden or manipulated. Trust become fragile. People must constantly evaluate whether other people are being honest while also protecting their own secret. This creates a psychological environment in which even ordinary interaction can feel tense. The film's tension is therefore created through uncertainty rather than continuous action. Audiences are encouraged to remain alert to change in behavior, relationship, and circumstances. The possibility of exposure become a constant source of psychological pressure. This approach allows the movie to maintain suspense through dialogue, atmosphere, and character of psychology. Another important conflict involves ambition versus morality. The desire for recognition, professional advancement, security, or personal success can encourage difficult compromises. The film examines whether achieving a goal remain meaningful when the path toward it requires sacrificing principle. There is also a broader conflict between individual behavior and institutional responsibility. The movie's question where institutions can remain trustworthy when individuals within them are motivated by personal interest. This gives the central conflict a social dimension, moving beyond personal relationship and toward question about authority, corruption, and accountability. The emotional challenge comes from the fact that the film rarely offers completely comfortable moral position. Viewers may understand certain motivation without necessarily approving of the decisions associated with them. This ambiguity creates a more mature form of conflict because the audience are encouraged to evaluate circumstances rather than simply identify heroes and villains. Overall, the central conflict of the film is best understood as a struggle between truth and deception, loyalty and self interest, morality and survival, identity and reality. Its strength comes from combining external pressure with internal psychological conflict. Instead of relying solely on physical confrontation, the film creates suspense through moral dilemmas and uncertainty. This makes the conflict particularly effective for viewers who enjoy psychological crime dramas. The tension develops from the possibility that carefully maintained identity, relationship, and loyalties may eventually becomes impossible to sustain. The result is a complex conflict that gives the departed much of its emotional and intellectual weight without depending entirely on conventional action. It also explores a range of themes that give it greater depth than a conventional crime thriller. At its center are questions of identity, loyalty, deceptions, morality, corruption, ambition, and trust. These themes are presented through a dark and psychologically intense atmosphere, encourages viewers to think about how people behave and personal values come under pressure. One of the strongest themes is identity. The film examines how identity can become complicated when a person has to maintain different versions of themselves. This raises an important ethical question. If someone repeatedly hides their true identity, does the performance eventually become part of who they really are? The theme creates psychological tension because identity is connected to both personal morality and social expectation. Loyalty is another major theme. The movie question what loyalty actually mean when individuals have competing responsibilities. Loyalty can be based on friendship, professional duty, personal ambition, or self-preservation. These different forms of loyalty can conflict, creating difficult moral choices. The film does not offer a simple definition of loyalty. Instead, it presents it as something fragile and constantly tested. The theme of deception is closely connected to trust. The movie explores how relationships become unstable when people can't be certain about the honesty of those around them. Deception may provide short-term protection advantage, but it also creates psychological pressure. This gives the movie an emotionally complicated quality because trust becomes something valuable but difficult to maintain. Corruption provided an important social and institutional theme. The film raises questions about what happens when individuals place personal interest above professional responsibility. It suggests that corruption is not simply an individual moral failure but can also damage people's confidence in institutions. This gives the movie a broader cultural dimension. Another important theme is ambition. The desire for success, recognition, security, or power can influence people's ethical decisions. The film asks whether ambition remains admirable when achieving personal goals require compromising one's principles. This creates an interesting connection between professional success and moral responsibility. The movie also explores masculinity and emotional control. Its world is populated by people who are frequently expected to appear strong, confident, aggressive, or emotionally controlled. This creates an interesting emotional contrast because vulnerability is often hidden rather than openly expressed. The theme contributes to the film's tough and serious atmosphere. The emotional arcs are largely connected to fear, pressure, uncertainty, loyalty, guilt, and the desire for security. Rather than presenting simple emotional journey, the movie creates complicated psychological state. Characters are influenced by the consequence of their choices, and emotional pressure become an important part of the overall experience. There is also a strong cultural connection to Boston. The city's identity, working class environment, local accents, institution, and criminal culture contribute to the film's sense of place. Boston is not merely a background location, its cultural character help establish the movie's grounded atmosphere. Overall, The Departed explore ethical questions about truth, loyalty, corruption, identity, ambition, and responsibility while maintaining strong ethical tension. Its cultural setting and mature treatment of masculinity give the film's additional weight. These themes help transform it from a straightforward crime thriller into a broader examination of how people respond when morality Identity and personal survival come into conflict. The personal connection in the films comes primarily from its dark mood, psychological tension, and morally complicated theme rather than treating emotions through conventional sentimentality. The film places viewer in an atmosphere of uncertainty where trust, identity, loyalty, and the morality constantly feel unstable. This approach makes the emotional experience intense and mentally engaging. The overall mood is tense, gritty, and often unsettling. The film creates a feeling of psychological pressure that can remain present even during quieter moments. Viewers are encouraged to remain alert, which produces a strong sense of involvement. Instead of simply watching event from a distance, the audience is constantly encouraged to evaluate situation, questions, motivation, and consider who can genuinely be trusted. One of the strongest sources of emotional connection is the theme of trust. The film presents trust as something fragile rather than automatic. When uncertainty exists between people, even ordinary interaction can carry emotional weight. This can make the viewers feel anxious because emotional security is never completely granted. The theme of identity creates another powerful connection. The idea of maintaining an outward identity while dealing with internal pressure is relatable beyond the crime genre. Many people understand the difference between how they present themselves and what they privately experience. The film takes this familiar psychological idea and places it within an extremely stressful environment. Loyalty and betrayal also contribute significantly to the viewer experience. Audience naturally becomes emotionally invested when question of loyalty are uncertain. The film encourages viewer to think about what loyalty means and whether it comes from genuine commitment, personal relationship, professional responsibility, or self-interest. The theme of morality gives the emotional experience additional depth rather than presenting simple heroes and villains. The movie explores complicated ethical choice. This ambiguity can make the viewers uncomfortable in a productive way because they may understand certain motivation without necessarily arguing within them. The performance are another major source of emotional connection. The ensemble deliver intense and believable portrayal that help ground the film's larger theme. The emotional restraint of the acting make the tension feel more realistic, while moments of fear, frustration, uncertainty, and determination become more impactful because they are not exclusively exaggerated. Martin Scorsese's filmmaking also strengthened the viewing experience. The gritty visual style, realistic environment, editing, music, and sound design work together to create an immersive atmosphere. The technical elements do not simply make the films look impressive, they help maintain the psychological pressure that define its emotional identity. Overall, The Departed connect with viewers through uncertainty rather than sentimentality. His strongest emotional qualities comes from distrust, moral ambiguity, psychological pressure, and the fear of losing control over one's identity. The result is a tense and mature viewing experience that can leave the audience thinking about loyalty, corruption, morality, and human behavior long after the film's end. For viewers who enjoy emotionally intense crime drama, this psychological approach is one of the film's greatest strengths. It does not simply ask audience to feel sympathy or excitement. It asks them to question, judge, doubt, or emotionally participate in an environment where certainty is difficult to find. The main character in the films are written around contrasting archetype, personality trait, and moral identities, given the film much of its psychological depth rather than functioning as a simple heroes and villains. The central figure represent different approaches to loyalty, ambition, morality, authority, and survival. Their complexity is one of the strongest elements of Martin Scorsese's crime drama. Billy Costigan, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, represents the archetype of the conflicting and psychological pressure individual. His personality is serious, determined, intelligent, and emotionally vulnerable beneath a control exterior. DiCaprio gives the character considerable emotional depth, particularly through subtitle expression of anxiety, frustration, fear, and determination. Billy's greatest strength as a character is the contrast between his sense of responsibility and the psychological pressure surrounding his identity, he feels more human than traditionally heroic, which make his emotional perspective accessible to viewers. Colin Colin Sullivan, portrayed by Matt Damon, represent a very different archetype. The ambitious, controlled, and socially adaptable individual. His personality is confident, calculating, disciplined, and concerned with professional success. Damon deliberately gives Sullivan a polished exterior, allowing the character to appear composed even when deeper tension exists beneath the surface. This contrast between the appearance and internal motivation is central to his characterization. Frank Costello, played by Jack Nicholson, represents the archetype of the charismatic but dangerous crime boss. His personality is manipulating, unpredictable, confident, and psychologically intimidating. Neil Coulson brings a highly distinctive screen presence to the role. His performance makes Costello feel larger than life without turning him into a completely unrealistic figure. The character's greatest strength is his ability to create uncertainty through personality and authority. Kiernan, portrayed by Martin Sheen, represents the archetype of the experienced and the principal authority figure. His personality is calm, responsible, protective, and professional. Sheen gives the character a grounded quality that contrasts with the more unstable personality surrounding him. Her function as a representation of institutional responsibility and traditional professional ethics. Dick Nam, played by Mark Wahlberg, is a more confrontational archetype. He is aggressive, outspoken, suspicious, and uncompromising. Wahlberg's performance relies heavily on confidence and sharp verbal delivery. Dignam's personality creates friction within the film's larger emotional environment, but it also adds energy and dark humor. Madeline Madden, portrayed by Vera Farmiga, provides an important emotional and psychological dimension. She represents a more grounded perspective within an environment dominated by secrecy, professional pressure, and competing loyalties. Farmiga gives the character intelligence, empathy, and emotional restraint. The strength of these characters comes from their contrast. Billy represents vulnerability and internal pressure. Sullivan represents ambition and control. Costello represents manipulation and authority, while Kiernan and Dignam represent different approaches to professional responsibility. These contrasting personalities make the film moral landscape more complicated. Overall, The Departed succeed because its characters are not defined exclusively by simple archetypes. They contain contradictions that make them psychologically interesting. Their personalities reflect larger themes of identity, loyalty, ambition, morality, corruption, and trust. The character development is particularly effective because the performance gives these archetypes emotional individuality rather than allowing them to become generic crime film figure. From a reviewer perspective, the strongest character quality is the film's ability to make viewer question the difference between who people appear to be and who they actually are. That uncertainty gives the character lasting dramatic value and contributes significantly to the film's reputation as a sophisticated crime thriller. The acting in The Departed 2006 is one of the film's strongest qualities, largely because the performance combines emotional intensity, psychological restraint, and strong ensemble chemistry. The cast brings considerable experience to the production, and the performance helps establish the film's serious and unpredictable atmosphere without relying on exaggerated emotional expression. Leonardo DiCaprio delivers one of the film's most emotionally demanding performances as Billy Costigan. His portrait is built around anxiety, determination, vulnerability, and psychological pressure. DiCaprio communicates much of the character's emotional condition through facial expression, body language, and changes in vocal intensity. His performance feels particularly convincing because it avoids making the character appear invulnerable. Leonardo DiCaprio delivers one of the film's most emotionally demanding performance as Billy Costigan. His portrayal is built around anxiety, determination, vulnerability, and psychological pressure. DiCaprio communicates much of the character's emotional condition through facial expression, body language, and the changes in vocal intensity. His performance feels particularly convincing because it avoids making the character appear invulnerable. There is a strong sense of internal conflict beneath the surface, which give the role emotional depth. Matt Damon as Colin Sullivan take a noticeably different approach. His performance is more controlled and restrained, emphasizing confidence, composure, and ambition. Damon effectively create a contrast between outward professionalism and underlying psychological complexity. His subtitle approach work well because the character emotional power often comes from what remain unspoken. Compared with DiCaprio, more visibly intense performance. Damon control style provide an effective balance. Jack Nicholson bring a highly distinctive presence to the role of Frank Costello. His performance is charismatic, unpredictable, and intimidating. Nicholson uses his voice, facial expression, timing, and physical presence to establish authority. His portrait is less restrained than some of the other performances, but that difference contributes to the character impact. He brings a recognizable theatrical energy while remaining appropriate for the film's dark crime atmosphere. The supporting cast is equally important. Martin Sheen provides a calm and authoritative performance, giving the ensemble a sense of stability. Mark Wahlberg delivers a sharp, aggressive performance with strong comic timing, adding a different emotional texture to the otherwise serious environment. Vera Farmiga brings emotional intelligence, restraint, helping balance the film's predominantly masculine atmosphere. The ensemble chemistry is particularly effective because the performers do not feel isolated. The actors respond convincingly to one another, creating believable professional tension and personal uncertainty. The difference in acting style actually strengthens the film. DiCaprio emotional intensity contrasts effectively with the Damon's control approach, while Nicholson's unpredictability create another layer of energy. Another strength is the cast the ability to communicate moral ambiguity. The performance really reduces complex personality to simple emotional categories. Fear, ambition, loyalty, suspicion, confidence, and vulnerability can exist simultaneously. This makes the character feel more psychologically credible. From an emotional perspective, the performance also benefit from Martin Scorsese's direction. The actors are given enough space to build personality through dialogue, silence, reaction, and subtyped change in behavior. The result is an ensemble that feel connected to the same greater cinematic world. Overall, the acting in The Departed is highly effective because it combines star power with emotional realism. DiCaprio provides vulnerability and intensity. Damon contributes restraint and control. Nicholson supplies charisma and unpredictability, while the supporting cast add depth and balance. The chemistry among the performance strengthen the film's psychological atmosphere and make the emotional tension more convincing. For me, the ensemble is one of the clearest reasons the movie remains compelling. The performance do not simply support the crime thriller framework; they give it personality, emotional weight, and psychological credibility. One of the strongest qualities of the film is the sense of realism it creates despite being a highly dramatic crime thriller. The film does not depend on exaggerated heroism or overly stylized personalities. Instead, its realism comes from believable character behavior, emotionally grounded performance, authentic location, and the psychological consequence of the most credibility. One of the strongest qualities of the film is the sense of realism it creates despite being a highly dramatic crime thriller. The film does not depend on exaggerated heroism or overly stylized personality. Instead, its realism comes from believable character behavior, emotionally grounded performance, authentic location, and the psychological consequence of difficult choices. The result is a film in which the character feel like people shaped by pressure rather than simply figure serving the genre. In terms of character development, the movie succeeds by allowing personality to reveal themselves gradually. The characters are not defined by a single trait. They contain contradiction, insecurities, ambition, and moral weakness. This layered approach makes them feel more human because real people rarely behave in completely consistent way. The film recognizes that an individual can be loyal in one situation and selfish in another, or confident publicly while struggling privately. The believability of the character is strengthened by The performance: Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, and Martin Sheen, Mark Wahlberg, and Vera Farmiga all approach their role with different acting style, yet they remain convincing within the same word. Their dialogue, reaction, and the body language feel natural enough that the emotional tension rarely appear artificial. The film also benefits from its realistic second. Boston is presenting with a strong sense of place through location, accents, institution, and everyday environment. The city does not feel like a generic backdrop. Instead, it contributes to the credibility of the character and the social pressures around them. This grounded production design have the emotional drama feel more immediate. The emotional range is another major strength rather than relying on constant emotional outbursts. The film often uses restraint. Fear may appear through hesitation, anger through controlled dialogue, and the anxiety through subtitle physical behavior. This understated approach makes the emotion more believable because viewers are invited to notice small change rather than being told exactly how to feel. At the same time, the film allows moment of stronger intensity when appropriate. The contrast between quiet psychological pressure and more openly emotional moment give the performance variety. The character experience tension, suspicion, confidence, vulnerability, frustration, and determination, creating a broad emotional spectrum without becoming melodramatic. The realism also extends to the film's treatment of morality. People are not divided neatly into completely good or completely bad category. Their motivation often contain mixture of moral ambition, loyalty, fear, professional duty, and self-preservation. This moral ambiguity makes the character more psychologically credible and gives the film greater depth than a conventional crime thriller. From a reviewer perspective, the greatest achievement is how naturally these elements fit together. The screenplay, direction, acting, cinematography, and production design all support the same grounded tone. Nothing feels unnecessarily exaggerated even though the film maintains strong dramatic tension. Overall, the debated offer impressive realism within the crime genre. Its character developed through subtitle emotional change. Their behavior remain believable under pressure, and the performance provide a wide but controlled emotional range. The film is less interested in creating flawless heroes or simple villains than interesting complicated people whose strength and weakness coexist. That psychological depth is one of the main reason the movie continued to be regarded as one of the strongest modern crime drama, and it gives the film's emotional credibility that extend well beyond its suspenseful atmosphere. The production budget of the film is generally estimated at around $90 million. For a crime thriller, this represented a substantial investment, but it was still relatively controlled compared with the budget of a major action franchise and effect-heavy blockbuster release during the same period. The spending was largely directed toward talent, location, production design, filming, post-production, and the technical requirement of a major studio release. A useful way to understand the cost range is to place the film within the broader financial landscape of 2000 Hollywood. And $90 million production was considerably higher than many smaller crime dramas which could be produced for $20 to $50 million or less. However, it remained below many major studio action films that frequently exceed $100 million and in some cases reach $150 to $200 million. Therefore, it occupied a middle position, expensive for a grounded crime drama but moderate for a large-scale Hollywood production. A significant part of the budget was allocated to the lead and the supporting cast. The film assembled several highly recognizable performers including Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Martin Sheen, Mark Wahlberg, and Vera Farmiga. Established actors generally require larger salaries. With an ensemble of this scale also increased production and scheduling costs. The involvement of the director Martin Scorsese further positioned the project as a high-profile studio production. Location filming was an important area of resource allocation. The movie relied heavily on real locations, particularly around Boston and Massachusetts, rather than contrasting an entirely artificial environment. A real-world location can provide authenticity, but they can also involve expense such as permits, transportation, security, accommodation, equipment, movement, and local production coordination. The production also invests in cinematography, sound editing, costume, vehicle, props, and set design. Because the film is grounded in a realistic crime environment, these resources were used to create credibility rather than spectacular visual effect. Compared with fantasy or superhero film, this approach allows a larger proportion of the budget to support the performance and practical filmmaking. Post-production was another important financial component. Editing is particularly significant for a crime thriller because pacing, timing, transition can strongly affect suspense. Sound editing, music, color correction, visual finishing, and other technical processes also contribute to the final theatrical presentation. When compared with the similar film, the $90 million production appears relatively high for a traditional crime drama. Most critically respected crime films operate with much smaller budget because they rely on dialogue, performance, practical location, and character development. However, The Departed had several factors that justified a larger investment. A major director, internationally recognizable ensemble with extensive location work, and the expectation associated with the major Warner Bros. Release. The budget also reflects a balance with commercial scale and creative realism. The filmmaker had enough resources to create a polished theatrical production without requiring the enormous financial commitment associated with computer generated spectre. Overall, the estimated $90 million production was substantial but appropriate to the film cast, director, production requirements, studio ambition. It performed strongly in the United States and the Canadian market, earning approximately $132.4 million during its original theatrical release. With a production budget estimated around $90 million, this was a solid commercial result for an R-rated crime thriller. It was not expected to compete directly with family film superhero blockbuster, a major franchise release, so its domestic performance is better understood within the context of the adult-oriented crime and drama cinema. The movie opened domestically and on October 6, 2006, is more than 3,000 theater and earned approximately $26.9 million during its opening weekend. That this was a healthy opening for a mature crime drama, especially considering its R rating, approximately 2.5-hour runtime. The opening established that there was a significant audience interest in the combination of Martin Scorsese's reputation and impressive ensemble cast and the crime thriller genre. One particularly positive aspect of its domestic performance was its ability to maintain the domestic interest after opening weekend. The movie eventually reached a domestic total that was almost 5 times its opening weekend figure. This indicates relatively strong theatrical staying power. Instead of depending entirely on large initial audience, its benefit from continued interest over several weeks. Audience trend was influenced by the film's positioning as a serious adult crime thriller. Its R rating naturally limited younger audience, but this was balanced by strong interest among adults who prefer mature drama, crime stories, psychological thriller, and film featuring established actor. Martin Scorsese's reputation also helped attract viewers who were interested in prestige filmmaking rather than purely commercial entertainment. The movie cast was another important factor in domestic audience interest. Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg, and Martin Sheen and Vera Farmiga gave the production considerable star recognition. The combination of multiple well-known performers made the movie appealing to a different section of the adult audience. Compared with other crime drama of the period, the domestic result was notably strong. Many serious crime films operate with smaller budget and more limited theatrical release, while The Departed received a major studio roller. Its ability to earn more than $130 million domestically demonstrated that a mature R-rated crime film could achieve mainstream success when supported by a respected director, recognizable talent, and the effective marketing. The movie also benefited from its reputation as a significant Hollywood release rather than a niche crime production. Positive audience interest and critical attention helped maintain its visibility through its theatrical run. Its eventual award recognition further strengthened public awareness, although much of its initial box office performance had already been established before the major award attention. Overall, the film delivered a strong domestic box office performance. Its approximately $132.4 million domestic gross represented a successful theatrical result for an R-rated crime drama. The combination of Scorsese's name and acclaim in ensemble cast, mature subject matter, and a strong audience interest help The movie maintained momentum beyond its opening weekend when compared with similar adult-oriented film. Its domestic earnings demonstrate that sophisticated crime cinema could achieve substantial mainstream commercial success without depending on family audience or superhero-style franchise appeal. It performed strongly in international market, earning approximately $159.7 million outside the United States and Canada. This represented more than half of the movie's worldwide theatrical revenue, showing that overseas audience play an important role in its overall commercial performance. Combined with its domestic earnings, the film reached approximately $292 million worldwide. The international performance was notable because The Departed is a mature R-rated crime thriller with a strongly American setting. Unlike superhero film, animated movies, or fantasy blockbuster, crime dramas can sometimes have a more limited international audience. However, the movie benefits from several factors, including Martin Scorsese's international reputation, a highly recognizable cast, strong studio distribution, and a theme that could be understood across different cultures. Europe was one of the most important regions for the film. The United Kingdom was particularly successful, generated approximately $24.9 million. France contributed around $14.2 million, while Spain earned roughly $13.9 million. Italy and Germany also performed well with approximately $12.2 million and more than $12 million respectively. These results demonstrate that the film attracted substantial interest across several major European markets. The movie also achieved respectable results in the Asian Pacific region. Japan contributed approximately $13.1 million, making it one of the strongest international territories. Australia generated more than $9 million, while South Korea contributed around $4 million. These results suggest that the film crime thriller genre internationally recognized performance helped its reach audience beyond English-speaking market. Latin America contributes a smaller portion of the overseas total but still provide useful revenue. Brazil earned approximately $4.3 million, Mexico about $3.5 million, and Argentina more than $2 million. The difference between individual territories demonstrates the international performance is rarely uniform. Local audience preferences, competition from other release, marketing strength, and popularity of Hollywood stars can all influence result. The movie market reception was helped considerably by its creative and acting talent. Martin Scorsese was already a highly respected filmmaker internationally, while Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, and Jack Nicholson were recognizable names for audience in many countries. Their presence gave international distributors strong promotional material and helped communicate that the film was a major Hollywood crime production. Marketing also helped an important role. The promotional strategy could focus on Scorsese's reputation, the impressive ensemble cast, and the film positioning as a serious crime thriller instead of selling it purely as an action movie. International marketing could appeal to the audience interested in crime, suspense, drama, and established Hollywood talent. The film was released across numerous international territories, giving it a broad theatrical presence. International earnings ultimately exceeded its domestic revenue, which is a positive indicator of global audience interest. Overall, The Departed had a successful international theatrical run at approximately $159.7 million. Overseas earnings demonstrate that the movie connected with the audience well beyond North American. Strong performance in the United Kingdom, France, Spain, Italy, Germany, Japan, and Australia helped establish a broad international audience. Its effective global marketing allowed the film to perform considerably better internationally than might be expected from a grounded R-rated American crime drama. The Departed earned approximately $292 million worldwide during its theatrical run, making it a strong commercial performance for an R-rated crime thriller. Around $132.4 million came from the United States and Canada, while approximately $159.7 million came from international market. This means overseas market contributed slightly more than half of the movie's total theatrical revenue. The reported production budget was approximately $90 million. However, worldwide box office growth should not be confused with the amount of the money that ultimately returned to the studio. A portion of the ticket revenue is retained by cinema, while the remaining amount is divided between distributor and the studio. This makes break-even analysis more complicated than simply comparing the production budget with the worldwide earning. A commonly used industry estimate suggests that a major theatrical film may need on approximately 2 to 2.5 times its production budget to reach a broad theoretical break-even point. For a $90 million production, this would suggest an appropriate break-even range of $180 million to $25 million worldwide. This is only an analytical estimate because actual break-even requirement depends on marketing costs, distribution expense, international revenue sharing agreement, and other financial arrangement. Using this journal benchmark, the Departed performed comfortably above the estimated break-even range at approximately $292 million. Worldwide gross was more than 3 times the reported production budget. This indicates that the movie generated a substantial theatrical return relative to its initial production investment. The global audience played an important role in this performance. The international market actually contributed more revenue than the domestic market. Strong result in countries across Europe, Asia, Pacific, and other regions demonstrate that the movie crime thriller format internationally recognizable cast had appeal beyond the United States. The film also had additional revenue stream beyond the theatrical ticket. After its cinema release, the movie can generate income through DVD and Blu-ray sales, digital rental and purchase, television licensing, subscription services, and other distribution agreement. These secondary sources can extend a film's commercial film and provide additional revenue after the theatrical period end. At the same time, distribution and marketing costs must be considered. Worldwide theatrical release required advertising campaign, promotional material, theater distribution, international localization, transportation, other expenses. These costs reduce the amount of theatrical revenue that ultimately becomes the profit for the studio. Therefore, the worldwide gross alone can't tell us the exact final product. The studio actual financial return could depend on its agreement with theater distribution, marketing expense, production cost, and later home entertainment and licensing revenue. Overall, The Departed can be considered as a commercially successful film based on its worldwide theatrical performance. Approximately $292 million gross significantly exceeded its estimated $90 million production budget and comfortably surpassed a reasonable estimated break-even range. The film can be considered a commercially successful and likely profitable film based on its theatrical performance and relationship between estimated production cost and worldwide revenue. The movie had a reported production budget of approximately $90 million and around $292 million worldwide from theatrical release. While box office gross is not the same as studio revenue, the difference between the production budget and the worldwide earning provides a strong indication that the project has significant financial potential. The movie domestic and international performance also helped reduce financial risk. Approximately $132.4 million came from the United States and Canada, while about $159.7 million from international market. The fact that international revenue exceeded domestic earnings was particularly beneficial because it created a broader revenue base. A strong overseas performance can provide additional protection when a film has a relatively substantial production budget. Another important factor is ancillary income. Theatrical box office represent only one part of the movie's overall commercial life. The Departed could generate additional revenue through DVD and Blu-ray sales, digital purchase, rental, television licensing, pay TV agreement, streaming agreement, and other distribution rights. The film appeared to have been clearly profitable or at minimum highly likely to have generated a substantial positive return. Its $90 million production investment was supported by approximately $292 million in a worldwide theatrical sale. From a demographic perspective, the strongest audience is likely to be adult and older viewers with an interest in crime, drama, suspense, and character-focused filmmaking. One common area of viewer feedback is the quality of the acting. Another frequently appreciated element is the tension and the atmosphere. Audience tend to describe the movie as intense, unpredictable, gritty, and emotionally demanding. Rather than relying exclusively on action, it builds engagement through uncertainty, dialogue, more caution, and psychological pressure. The movie also generates significant viewer engagement because its theme encourages discussion. However, reactions are not universally positive in every area. Some viewers may find the runtime demanding, particularly if they have prefer faster paced movies. The movie reputation also has benefited from its combination of critical recognition and audience approval. Audience engagement with the film is the strongest among viewers who appreciate mature themes, strong performance, psychological tension, sophisticated crime filmmaking. The box office performance of the film has a significant influence on how the film was perceived commercially and nationally, with approximately $292 million in the world, while theatrical earning against an estimated $90 million production budget. The movie demonstrated that a mature R-rated crime thriller could achieve traditional mainstream success. Its critical reception benefited from its commercial success. The movie commercial performance was particularly important because of its R rating. The fact that Departed generated more than $290 million worldwide suggests that the mature crime cinema could still compete effectively in the international theatrical marketplace. The success also contributed positively to the studio reputation for the Warner Bros. The film represented a substantial investment in a high-profile director and major ensemble cast. When compared with other crime films, its performance was particularly impressive. Crime dramas generally operate on smaller budget than superhero, science fiction, fantasy, and franchise production. The Departed did not need numerous visual effects sequences to attract audience. Instead, its commercial performance showed that the recognizable talent, respected director, strong marketing, and established genre could produce significant revenue. The domestic and international balance also strengthened its reputation. The movie earned approximately $132 million domestically and nearly $160 million internationally. The box office performance strengthened the Departed reception as a successful prestige film with mainstream commercial appeal. Now, in my opinion, the film remains one of the strongest examples of modern crime filmmaking because it successfully combines cinematic quality, production value, powerful performance, and mature thematic material. The film is best recommended for adult viewer and mature older teenager who enjoy serious crime dramas, psychological thriller, and character-driven film. Its mature rating, strong language, violence, dark theme, and intense atmosphere make it unsuitable for younger audience and families looking for light entertainment. Viewers should also be comfortable with a lengthy runtime and serious cinematic style. The ideal audience type is someone who enjoys movies that require attention and concentration. The Departed is not designed as background entertainment. Its appeal comes from dialogue, psychological tension, character relationship, moral uncertainty, and carefully developed atmosphere. Viewers who enjoy analyzing motivation, personalities, and ethical decisions are likely to get more from the experience than an audience looking only for straightforward action. In terms of gender preferences, crime thriller fans are the clearest target. People who enjoy organized crime drama, police thriller, psychological suspense, realistic gangster cinema should find the films particularly appealing. It also works well for viewers who appreciate films where suspense develops through uncertainty and character psychology rather than relying exclusively on explosion or large-scale action sequences. Fan of Martin Scorsese's filmmaking style and other national audience, his approach combined gritty realism, strong performance, distinctive music, atmospheric location, and more complicated character. Viewers who appreciate filmmaking that feel grounded and mature will likely respond positively to the movie's overall presentation. The recommended age group is primarily adult, particularly viewers around 18 and older teenagers who are already comfortable with R-rated crime film may also appreciate it, but younger viewers may find the mature content inappropriate. Parents looking for a family-friendly movie should choose something else because the movie language, violence, and the adult themes and overall intensity. Emotionally, the movie is best suited to viewers who enjoy dark and psychological demanding experience. It explores themes such as loyalty, identity, trust, corruption, ambition, deception, and moral uncertainty. These subjects give the films emotional weight, but they can also experience considerably heavier than a conventional action thriller. Viewers who prefer light-hearted comedies, romantic film, fantasy, adventure, family entertainment, or simply good versus evil story may not find the films particularly suitable. Its serious tone and complicated moral perspective can feel demanding for audience who prefer uncomplicated entertainment. It may also be less suitable for viewers who dislike long movies or extensive dialogue. The film rewards patience and attention, so people who prefer very fast pacing may find its approach less satisfying. Overall, I would strongly recommend the film to adults who enjoy crime drama, psychological thriller, powerful performance, realistic filmmaking, and morally complex theme. Its greatest appeal is not simply suspense, but the way it creates an emotionally tense and intellectually engaging atmosphere for viewers with these preferences. The film offers a compelling combination of dark atmosphere, excellent acting, mature themes, sophisticated filmmaking for audience seeking light, family-friendly, or uncomplicated entertainment. However, it would be better to choose a different movie.